Hello everyone, I welcome you to the School of Stock Market and we are back with the post-market analysis of Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty. Guys, please do watch the video till end to actually understand as to what has happened in the market today, what are the expectations from the market, and apart from that we are also going to share two really important stocks for tomorrow's trading. So do watch out for them also and do like the video. So let's start with the Nifty 50 daily chart, and as you can see, as we have been talking about this thing that Nifty 50 will be chasing its all-time high now. As you can see, again and higher closing we got from the market, right? So we had discussed it 2 days earlier itself when we got a signal right on the 12th of June. I have clearly told you guys that now Nifty 50 will be chasing its all-time high, and you'll recognize the fact, you'll acknowledge the fact that Nifty 50 is almost there, because today you can see the high made by the Nifty 50 is 15,800 and almost 78. Like Nifty is just below 30-40 points from its all-time high already, right? So don't be surprised if you see that Nifty is not giving you a gap down opening, or might be facing resistance, or if prices starts falling from this level itself. You should not feel surprised that, oh my god, what has happened, the resistance has not been touched. Sometimes prices retract before the actual level comes, and that's a fact in the world, and that's the fact of the stock market. These type of little uncertainties are always there. But as to if you were to predict that what best, only if we were to see only price action, then what is the best scenario from where Nifty 50 can revert? The thing is that previously, whenever Nifty 50 has tried to reach out its all-time high, you will acknowledge the fact that all the time it was able to either make a new all-time high, or it was able to at least touch the previous all-time high. So hopefully we are going to see one more day where Nifty 50 might be making another all-time high, or might be at least touching it. What happens after that, God knows, right? Only God knows what happens after that. For a bullish movement, we need tomorrow's closing or any day's particular closing to be closed above this particular resistance level, because you will recognize the fact that here Nifty 50 has made its all-time high. After that, you will see Nifty 50 was able to even go above past this level, but you will acknowledge the fact that it was not able to give us a closing. So we want a closing above 15,900, as simple as that. We just want a closing above 15,900. We just don't want the 50,900 one is the closing. We at least want that 15,940 30 with a good bullish green candle. We want to close above this particular resistance level, then we can be definitely be bullish on the market. For the traders who are confused as to what we can do, if Nifty faces resistance from this level and reverts, then you can definitely short. If not, if you see that Nifty is not reverting from this level, it is constantly trying, then don't take a long trade. Let the breakout come first, because if breakout does not happen, that there is a really good chance that within a matter of minute market can fall badly. So don't go long until unless you see a good breakout, right? If you see a good breakout, definitely you can long the market. But if you don't see a good breakout, don't go long in hope that market is facing resistance, it will break it and it will go about. If that does not happen, then I'm telling you the great possibility is there that market will fall like anything in minutes, right? And apart from that, if you see that market has faced the resistance and reverted from this particular level, then you can definitely go short. And if you are going short, then you know this level of 15,640s to 80s is the support, next best support on the daily basis. So we will be chasing that, right? So I hope as we are very much clear as to what we can do. Apart from that, weekly charts we have discussed enough about it, and 2 more days are remaining in this week. So let's see what sort of candle Nifty finishes the week with. So now moving for the hourly charts to see as to what was the actual intraday movement. I know that there was not such movement. You will see, but if somebody was vigilant enough, he could have recognized from the first hour. You can see Nifty has taken support, but after taking support consolidated to give us a higher closing. That was the signal, good signal enough that market is taking support on this level and you can long the market. If somebody did that good enough, if somebody did not, then it's not your fault. Actually just 100 points movement, and when everybody was chasing and waiting for a breakout, it happens that people do misses out on the long trade when you are waiting for some sort of strong breakout. So it's okay if you missed this trade, not a big deal. But I hope the people who are listening to us continuously on a daily basis were smart enough to take this sort of trade, because this was an easy setup, that this was an easy trade. If you would have looked at the smaller time frame, it would have been really easy, really easy for you guys, right? Those who guys are listening to me, you can see right here on the 14th of July 9:45 candle, 15-minute candle. You can see right now my cursor is on the 15-minute candle. Starting from the 9:45, you'll recognize the fact that market was falling, right? Market was falling and was chasing this support. You can see these two candles made simultaneously is a reversal signal. After that we got the confirmation on this candle, and after that you can see an easy movement, and after that also you can see we got another signal for the down movement. So down movement is started, but that was not good enough, right? Because market closed within 1.5 hours of that down movement starting. If we are to check the 15-minute chart, then here you go. On the 15-minute chart, you will recognize that an indecision has been made by the market right at the 9:55 on 14th July. Confirmation was there, and then there was a up move. So I have shown you enough reasons to go long on that from that particular level. Still, if somebody was not good enough to go long on this particular level after seeing such signals, look, on the hourly chart we have signal, on the 15-minute charts we have signal, and even on the 5-minute chart we have good signal, right? So there was, everything was in a favor to go long from this particular level, right? Like after 1 hour of the market, everything was saying to go long. If somebody was still not able to go long, then that's really unfortunate, but it's okay if you missed. But for tomorrow the conditions are clearly specified, so do remember those conditions and trade accordingly, right? Don't get never take that feel that okay, today was a really easy trading opportunity was there, but because of my silliness I missed that, and now don't jump into the market tomorrow thinking that, because if you jump into the market tomorrow thinking that yesterday I missed a really opportunity, a really easy opportunity, now I have to make a very good profit today because I missed the profit yesterday, that's not a good mentality to go into the market with, right? And the biggest reason for that is that if you go with that mentality, then you'll definitely ended up getting 1 or 2 wrong calls for yourself and ended up losing the money, and then you'll curse the market, which is not a good idea, right? And apart from that, you'll recognize one more thing why I am saying that Nifty 50 might face the resistance and will come down, and it is really less possibility that market will go above the resistance that you can see on the 5-minute. Though it is on the 5-minute, there is a double top we can see is in making, right? It is not that good, but yeah, it is there. So there is a possibility from below this level, if some risky trader wants to short, the level is 15,830 below this. If somebody want to short the market, definitely you can short the market, go for it. It's a go signal, but for the our risky traders only. And do remember that don't put the stop loss for more than 1%, right? Then it will going to be really a cutting of throat for yourself, right? So don't do that. I hope you are clear with this. Now taking you to the Nifty Bank, and Nifty Bank, very similarly what we had talked in the previous day or even yesterday, the Nifty Bank has also reacted into very similar manner as to what we had talked. You will acknowledge the fact that I have told you, however strong movement is there in the Nifty Bank, it will not be able to move further far away from this level until a breakout comes from the Nifty 50 side. So you will acknowledge the fact that last time also Bank Nifty has given us a 2 continuous closing above the resistance, but in the zone of the resistance. It has given us a closing in the zone of the resistance. Again today it has given us a closing in the range of the resistance, and it is waiting for the Nifty 50 like before. Right now also Nifty Bank is standing here and waiting for the Nifty 50. If Nifty 50 gives breakout and Nifty 50 also gives a closing above the resistance, then you'll see both these indices running like anything. But if not, Nifty 50 will not be able to, if Nifty 50 is not able to give us a closing above that particular resistance, for instance tomorrow or day after tomorrow, then we'll again seeing a good amount of fall in the market. Again a swing trade will be possible, right? Then we can have a good contrarian view. uh, uh, if we were to look at the trading opportunities, then yeah, I know Nifty Bank was even hard to trade compared to the Nifty 50 today, given that it has given us a breakout, but still it is waiting for a movement. So yeah, definitely if somebody ignored trading Nifty Bank, it's good. So in Nifty Bank, what we are going to do, we are going to Nifty Bank long only if Nifty 50 also trades above its resistance. Then only we are going to go long in the Nifty Bank. If Nifty 50 is not able to break above the resistance and reverts from that resistance level, then we are going to short Nifty Bank also. So I hope the game plan is ready and easy and completely communicated to all of you, so trade accordingly only. Apart from that, both the stocks that I have told you, shared with you yesterday, has not given us good amount of profit. Like in the Grasim, there was a movement of I think 10 rupees, 10 points, and in the ICICI Bank there was a movement of like 4 points only. So not much profit, but yeah, again for tomorrow we have good profit. It happens, guys. Look, from the previous 2 days we are having good profits in the Grasim, like 30 points and 40 points kind of profit, and then there are some days where we get a profit of 10 to 15 points only, that too combining two stocks. So it happens, it's market, right? You can't be right every day. But you just can do one thing, is that you can just declare, you can just try hard, so that the probability of you losing becomes less, and you can see that probability of our trade losing becomes less. As you can see that today also, when there was not so good profit, we were not in the loss, right? So I hope you are happy with that also. So for tomorrow, the first stock that I have picked is Mahindra and Mahindra, because all I am looking for now, from a personal point of view, that the best thing that I want to recommend you guys is some momentum, right? I want to share some stock which has some good momentum, because right now market Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty is kind of stuck between the resistance and support level. Though for day trader perspective, this gap of 200, 300 or 500 points in the Nifty Bank is good enough, but from the point of view of an investor, it is not a good thing, right? That's why the movement in the stocks, you can see many a times you will find a stocks that those were having good momentum before, but right now those stocks are not having good momentum, and reason for them is that market is stuck, right? So we have to respect that, and we have to pick such stocks which can give us momentum. So one stock daily, I'll try my best to give you one stock daily with this momentum strategy of indecisions, through which you can book profit, right? So Mahindra and Mahindra, we are definitely going to long Mahindra and Mahindra above 787, and we are going to short it. Okay, the low of this particular candle is 784, but we are going to go short below the low of this candle, which is 782, right? So we are going to short Mahindra and Mahindra below 782, and we are going to long Mahindra and Mahindra above 787, and stop loss is 1% and target is 1.5 to 2% as always, right? And the second stock is Hindalco. Right, here is the Hindalco industry, and it has given us a gap up yesterday, and you can see after that market is consolidating, and I am anticipating that market might create another gap to fill this particular gap. That's why we are going to short Hindalco below 389, right? Only shorting opportunity below 389. You can short Hindalco, and similarly your stop loss will be 1% and target will be accordingly 1.5 to 2%. So I hope you got everything that you need to know, and you are well prepared for the tomorrow's market. So all the best everyone, happy trading. Keep watching our videos, keep liking our videos, sharing our videos. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.